So, as you start to lean into your meditation practice today, why not gently allow the eyelids to close down? And as the eyelids gently close down, are you able to allow this to be something that is consistent in your practice? Committing to keeping the eyelids drooped over the eyeballs and allowing your awareness to move inward. And before we go on an exploration of our inner landscape today, start by noticing the external. With the eyes closed, sensing any sounds that you may perceive to begin with. Straight away, we're getting present through the sound experience. Sensing sounds that are far afield. Can you locate the sound that is furthest away, and instead of having a judgment around it, if it's good or bad, whatever, see if you can just sense it as a sound vibration. Take any labels away and just feel into it a little bit. And then inviting your awareness a little closer towards you, noticing any sounds in your immediate environment. Any hum, any fizz, any background noise present. And then inviting your awareness that little bit closer toward you now, sensing any sounds within you. Maybe it's the sound of your breath. Maybe it's the sound of your heart beating. And then starting to deepen the breath now, let the sounds that are present just be there, like a backdrop to the practice. Like any sounds that come or go, just let them infuse your presence and your awareness in that moment. So the breath is starting to get a little bit longer than it would be used naturally in the day-to-day life. And it's also getting a little bit deeper than it would usually too. Longer and deeper breaths for the next few rounds. And as the breath starts to grow in space and depth, are you able to start to notice your inner world? Let's start with something quite tangible, the physical. So noticing now your physical body. And we're just going to take a little check-in here. Are there any areas of warmth? Any areas of coolness? How is your body feeling on the whole? And then notice any areas of tension or openness. Just checking in, tuning into your physical body for the next few moments. And if thought worms come up to take you away from sensing into your body now, are you able to just simply sit back a little bit, observe the thoughts as they go? We don't resist them or push them away, but we don't follow them either. We just acknowledge them there and we come back to the focus. Taking just a few more moments here in the physical body to just land, to sense inwardly. And now I invite you to draw your awareness to the center of your head, the very center of your head. Start by noticing what's there. And here I invite you now to really get close to the thoughts or the mind's movements for the next few moments. So witnessing the thoughts that come and go, but also noticing their flavor. Are they orientated around the past? Are they exploring the future? Or are they about what's here right now? Nothing is wrong, but just observe, take note. Where is the mind going? And then use the breath as the anchor point here. So once you've observed a thought or two and you've noticed what kind of thought they are, come back to your breath. And it's a longer, deeper breath. And over time, the more that we practice this ability of coming back to the anchor, the focus point, we can find a little bit more spaciousness between those thoughts that come and go. You might even today, in this practice, explore beautifully the space between thoughts. Feel free to expand into those spaces. And if you need a physical anchor, you can come back to the center of your head and find your breath, and then let yourself witness and observe, noting what thoughts come and go. And remembering to be kind to your mind. Sometimes when we are aware of our thoughts, we can be judgmental toward them and ourselves. Try to be kind here. Looking through the lens of compassion always in our practice. Just a few more moments observing the mind space in our check-in meditation. Beautifully done. Take a bit of a deeper breath in and an exhale either through the mouth or nose just to release, letting all that mind movement be released through the breath. And then returning to a natural, spacious breath. Now I invite you to tune your awareness into the center of your chest. Center of your chest. And again, the breath is the anchor point, but I'm going to invite you to check in with the emotional landscape now. Where are you emotionally in practice today? And perhaps words are not easy to find, but colors might be easier to find. If there's a color that resonates in terms of connecting to your emotional landscape today, you can go there. And for the next few moments, you're just sensing into your emotional landscape and sensing into your feelings. Thoughts might come through, and there might be emotions that come along with them too. So just sense if they are with emotion or without, and if you're allowing yourself to acknowledge them. And if you have an intention of how you'd like to spend the rest of your day in terms of how it feels from within, maybe place that intention here in the heart space. How do I want to feel today? What space do I want to move from? Beautifully done. From here, take another deep breath in through the nose. Let it wash away, taking anything you don't need with it. And then sealing off the lips, we're going to move into our equal breath today. So in for 4 or 5 and out for 4 or 5. This is the practice for the next few minutes, just to find a beautiful balance, calm resonance through the breath. Counting to 4 or 5 up with the inhale and counting out 4 or 5 with the exhale. Rounding the breath, smoothing out the breath over the course of the next few minutes. It's a simple practice, but it can be made complex without meaning to be made so. So keep it simple, just tuning into the breath. When a thought arises, witness it, but let it go. Come back to the breath. Stay with it. And imagine this nice, spacious, equal breath had the ability to create balance in your inner world. What would balance look and feel like if you allowed the breath to be the opening for that? Just one more minute of equal breath to balance and ground. And now we move into a subtle visualization that might create some nice ripples in your inner world. I'd like you to visualize a golden orb, beautiful golden sphere of light. Imagine it were here with you, present in the room, and it were drawing closer into your body. Imagine that it started to move into your body and found the center of you, wherever you perceive that to be. And imagine over the next few moments, this light grew more vibrant, more warm, more calming, yet vital. And imagine this light had the potential to transform anything that is not in this coloring or this vibrancy, to support you feeling well, vital, and calm for the day ahead. Taking just a few more breaths with that visualization in mind, as if this golden light were even able to light up, to illuminate the entire room that you find yourself in, that it were able to illuminate the entire building or the street that you find yourself on. And imagine that light could almost travel to every part of the globe and even into space. Allowing yourself to be refreshed through this visualization. And in the next few moments, you start to become aware of the sounds around you once again. We return to where we began, with the sounds in the space. And then noticing your breath. And starting to bring some subtle movements into the toes, into the fingers. And in your own time, you could exaggerate those movements. You might even take a full body stretch. And when you're ready, you can blink the eyes open, bringing your inner world into your immediate outer world, and remembering to check in as the day unfolds.